Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We've got live tournament action coming at you. We'll be on GSL's Calm Before the Storm, GTC, and ApxMankiw, also known as Spirit of the Storm, or Spirit of Storm, or Storm Spirit. It's kind of what he wants to go by. It's got that whole stormy spiritual mantra thing going on there. But it is a phenomenal player here, and ApxMankiw. He did take third place in our AGL January, so a phenomenal player here. GTC, going to be a nice player as well. He just recently made Master, so he will be having, I would say, a little bit of trouble here versus Mankiw, but he is one of those guys that we've seen has got a plenty large enough amount of skill here where he could potentially take a win off. He definitely has the knowledge base. It just comes down to execution here. So Calm Before the Storm looks like we will be spawning on the top side of this map. Mankiw spawning as our blue Terran player. He is up here in the top left. Looks like GTC is our yellow Protoss. He is going to be spawning in the top right. Going for a standard pylon here, kind of. It's a little bit further out than I would expect versus Terran here, but he is going to put it down out there regardless, and we should see him go for, I would think, a standard opener here. But nicely done so far. Mankiw with nothing out quite yet. He just has his supply depot completed, and it's about time for both of these guys to start putting down military production in just a few moments. So Barracks should be on its way here in just a moment, maybe. Do have the gateway gone down. Still no Barracks here. Interesting. So we'll kind of watch this and just see what he's doing, but he is up to 14 supply, and he is going for, oh my goodness, wow. He is going command center first here. Interesting play from Mankiw. So getting this economy rolling very early on. Absolutely nothing else on the field quite yet. Good stuff. So there goes your barracks. Now GTC does cruise in here. He is scouting this. Ooh, there he goes. He's going to be attacking that guy. Looks like he may even pick up the kill if Mankiw is not careful. If he's not careful, go for the kill, GTC. You can do it, buddy. Wow, he does pick up the kill there. That probe is an absolute baller. He is going to go ahead and evacuate this position. Did he scout this, though? That's what I'm wondering. I don't think he did. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. No, he didn't actually scout that. So I would like to see him maybe dip back in there and just check it out. But I think at this point he can probably guess it as well. Because the late timing here of that barracks. There he goes. He does want to make for certain that his opponent is taking indeed an expansion. It's just now completing there, so great scouting there from GTC. He is going to go ahead and evac here. We'll see if he's going to go for any like 4-gate type of aggression here. That can be a good choice potentially, especially if Mankiw does not go for an early bunker at this ramp. TMI Wiedemans. Wiedemans, that's funny. Gotta laugh at that one, that was kind of interesting. But we do have double gas here for Mankiw, so he's going to be going for some tech play here in just a little while. Probably going to see a good few Marauders out on the field as well as some upgrades to the company. But it does appear at this point, oh no, he's getting his factory down. I take that back, so we may see some 1-1-1 type play, getting into that air, Banshees and tanks. Could be fun. We'll see how GTC is going to respond to that. Nexus has gone down for GTC in pretty good time. He does have his Cybernetics core currently working on his Warp Gate technology. And he is going to cruise forward with this Stalker. Looks like he won't be able to pick up much kills. Does, however, see the bunker, so knows to be careful at this front gate. Nicely done. Nicely done, but looks like a GTC with double gas here as well, so could start to tech up here off of his one base, about to be 2. And here goes some gateways. Going to be at the ready. Now he's currently supply locked here. Obviously a little bit of oversight there, but he is putting down plenty of pylons to try and remedy that here right away. Should be okay. He does have a couple of sentries out on the field, beefing up their energy levels. And the Nexus is about to be complete. Now checking in on that units tab, we do have 27 SCVs for Mankiw, as well as the mules, giving him quite an advantage here economically, I would say. But GTC is not far behind. He's really stayed on top of his probe production. He's at 29, not a bad position to be in. And looks like he should be okay. He did kill off a scouting SCV there. Nicely done. But 4 gates now out on the field here for GTC. Oh no, 3 gates and a robotics facility, I should say. Thought that was a gateway there for a second, but it is indeed a robotics facility. You know that if we did have our production tab up. Robotics now working on your observer. We're going to have 3 gates here in just a moment, and warp gate technology is complete as well. So this warp in capability should be just fine. Notice all of the tech labs going down here. We're going to see some Marines working out here. Got some Stimpack on the way. Tank's going to be out on the field, and we do have a reactor going down on the barracks, so he's not going to go for any Banshees at this point. He is indeed going to go for some medevacs. Oh, wait a second. Where's his starport? What am I saying? He doesn't even have a starport. Never mind, that is a barracks. Two more gas going down here for GTC. It looks like he is going to start teching up here in just a moment. We do have nothing else out of the robotics. I would like to see him probably go ahead and get his robotics bay out. He is going to grab double forges here and start working on some upgrades. Another nice thing that he could do is start working on, you know, his High Templar as a great DPS to utilize versus your Terran opponents. And Sc2 out on the live stream. Woohoo! Good old Sc2. Do check out Sc2's YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sc2, just the way you see it spelled there in the live stream chat. That guy has got some phenomenal videos, great amount of skill, and some of the best games you will ever watch, man. Go check out his stuff where he cast for the AGL. Really good stuff there. Mankiw gearing up in a very big way here for a large push, it appears, with tanks and Marines. Looks like he's almost playing versus Zerg player here. But tanks and Marines is going to be an interesting play. We'll see how that's going to go for him. But it seems a little strange in some regards. But he is going to have a nice amount of upgrades for his Marines. Notice that he is working on his armor level 1. He's got his combat shield about to be complete. And he's still pumping out tanks. This is such interesting play. Rarely do you see mass tank and Marine versus Protoss. We'll see if GTC is going to be able to make this happen defensively. Notice he's tossing down a lot more gates, 3 more gates there. And he is grabbing his Twilight Council, going to open up that new tech as well as open up his upgrades here off of his forges. So third base should probably go down here for Mankiw in just a little bit. He is pretty well maxed out on these 2 bases, and his supply count is getting extremely high, and since it's 10.5 minutes in, he's probably thinking to himself, you know what, I probably should take an expansion here in just a little while. So I would like to see him do that, unless he's going to go for a big 2-base push, try and max out as quickly as possible. It is a definite possibility there. GTC, though, not in bad shape, but he just needs to pick a DPS here. Now, the thing about gateway units, while early game they do a decent amount of damage versus your infantry from a Terran army, once you get into the mid and late game, like we're at this point now, they just don't do enough DPS to take on such a large force here. You really need to choose a DPS like Colossus or like your, what do you call them? High Templar doing storms, and Archons even is a good DPS as well. So it looks like GTC thinking basically the same thing here. Is going to start moving out. He's probably going to try and engage this army early and back out as quickly as possible. It looks like he's going to start splitting his units here. Going to see a good couple of warp-ins here. He's going to try and mount this defense here as quickly as he can. Scan going down, revealing the size of GTC's army here. And GTC going to go ahead and split these guys up. And it looks like Mankiw is saying, good to go. Time to start moving in. Wow, killed something there. GTC buying his time here is what he's really trying to do here. He is going to have out his DPS of choice. It is going to be a Colossus here in just a few moments. If he can get that out, it could be a little bit better for him. Go time though when the tanks are this close. And GTC having to back out there. It looks like not a fun little deal. He's waiting for charge. Charge is complete. But he is backing up to the high ground here. It's going to make it much more difficult to engage these tanks. But he did grab his Colossus advantage. We'll see if this is going to hold on for him here. Tanks now going to be in position. We do have scouts for the high ground. They're also going to focus down this Colossus there extremely quickly. And GTC's tournament life is about to be at stake. Mankiw is cruising out across the field with more reinforcements and stimming up this ramp. Tanks doing a heck of a lot of damage there, and that is it. Wow, beautiful game there for Mankiw, showing why he is one of those players that makes his way into big tournaments like the AGL. Thanks so much for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't ALT-Tab, always ALT-StarCraft. We'll see you guys in our next game.